Environmental damage during conflicts. The environmental impact of conflicts themselves vary greatly. High-intensity conflicts require and consume vast quantities of fuel, leading to massive CO2 emissions and contributing to climate change. Large-scale vehicle movements can lead to widespread physical damage to sensitive landscapes and geodiversity, as can the intensive use of explosive ordnance. The use of explosive weapons in urban areas creates vast quantities of debris and rubble, which can cause air and soil pollution. Pollution can also be caused by damage to light industry and environmentally sensitive infrastructure, such as water treatment plants. The loss of energy supplies can have reverberating effects that are detrimental to the environment, shutting down treatment plants or pumping systems, or can lead to the use of more polluting fuels or domestic generators. Qayyarah, northern Iraq. Toxic plumes from burning oil wells in and around the town threatened human health and the environment. The fires were started by Islamic State as part of a scorched earth policy and burned for months. Severe pollution incidents can be caused when industrial, oil, or energy facilities are deliberately attacked, inadvertently damaged, or disrupted. In some cases, deliberate attacks on oil or industrial facilities are used as a weapon of war to pollute large areas and spread terror. Other scorched earth techniques include the destruction of agricultural infrastructure like canals, wells, and pumps, and the burning of crops. Tactics like these threaten food security and livelihoods, increasing the vulnerability of rural communities. Whether unintended or deliberate, these large-scale pollution incidents can lead to transboundary impacts from air pollution or through the contamination of rivers, aquifers, or the sea. In some instances, these even have the potential to affect weather or the global climate. Weapons and military material used during conflicts also leave environmental legacies. Landmines, cluster munitions, and other explosive remnants of war can restrict access to agricultural land and pollute soils and water sources with metals and toxic energetic materials. In major conflicts, large volumes of military scrap may be produced or abandoned. This can contain a range of polluting materials, contaminating soils and groundwater, whilst exposing those who work on it to acute and chronic health risks. Wrecked or damaged ships, submarines, and offshore oil infrastructure can cause marine pollution. Many conventional weapons have toxic constituents. Others, such as depleted uranium, are also radioactive. Incendiary weapons such as white phosphorus are not only toxic, but can also damage habitats through fire. While now restricted, the widespread use of chemical defoliants damaged public and ecological health across large areas of Vietnam. Easy access to small arms and light weapons can harm wildlife through facilitating increased hunting and poaching. And the ungoverned spaces created by conflict create the ideal conditions for wildlife crime. Weapons used in wildlife crime have been found to have been sourced from countries affected by conflict. Scientists and researchers may be unable to access areas due to security problems, harming conservation programs. While national parks and protected areas may lose what protection they had, or protecting them may be made more difficult when poachers are armed. These situations can encourage more militarized conservation, which can have negative effects on relationships with local communities. Environmental damage and degradation can also stem from resource extraction used to finance conflicts. In many conflicts, armed groups vie for control over oil, mineral resources, or timber. Processing methods, such as the use of mercury and gold mining, can pollute water bodies. In addition to armed groups and artisanal workers, private companies may also be active in areas affected by conflict, often operating with minimal environmental oversight.